I want to really give a shout out to Trinice Broomfield and Nicole Portia. They were the location manager. They was the casting director.
Yeah.
They were the people who went to the city to get permits if we needed. And they just wore so many hats, and they were incredible. I mean, so when we got there, it made it much smoother for Dorez and I, even though Dorez and I was talking to people and crew people from Los Angeles, but without them, it wouldn't have been possible. So it really was great to have them on board as a team, and we worked well as a team. And Clarence was very supportive and working with them and doing everything that we needed to do. So, and one thing is that, excuse me for a second. One thing is that we were going so fast, we didn't have insurance right away, and we realized the last minute we had to have insurance. I mean, just to cover the people. So the crew and the cast and everybody. So I remember Dorez was on the phone. I mean, we're shooting the first day and we're trying to get insurance. But before the day was over, we had the insurance policy and had it all squared away. But that's all part of doing, a small project. And everyone's chipping in to do whatever's necessary to make it happen.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So we've talked about the book, Voices from the Bayou, how it emerged from a classroom of students who understood the importance of the moment, and how that then evolved into a play and then to a film. So we're very, very, very excited at FAVunite TV that we are now premiering and showcasing Voices based on the book Voices from the Bayou. I have goosebumps right now as I'm even saying those words, holding back tears. But it's I've seen the movie so many times, and it just in its portrayal of what was happening introspectively, how people were dealing with that time. I mean, it was just so beautifully done, and so worthy of many people being able to see it. I want to go to the acting, because the acting in it is amazing. I mean, I was so impressed. Tell me a little bit about the people that you brought on. Were they from the Baton Rouge area? Did you bring them in? Tell me a little bit about or about how about the acting that took place, and any one of you can speak on that.
Well, I would just like to say that Clarence had a relationship with Lamar Rooker because he was in the play. So a deal was made for him to be in the film as well, which we were so excited to have him as a star of our film. Now, all the other actors was cast by Trinice and Nicole, and most of them was out of the New Orleans area or nearby. And and they cast some great actors, and some were beginners. As a matter of fact, a couple of the actors, I've seen them on the big screen today. So this all started from Voices. So they were incredible. And I didn't have a chance to rehearse with the actors, or I met them the first day on the set. Now, usually in the production, I mean, you need to meet with the actors, just go over things, what you want, go over the script a little bit. We had no time for that. I met them the first day on the set, and we got the camera out, and we're ready to go. I mean, and they knew their lines. They were incredible. They knew their lines. They were ready to go. Now Lamont came in, and because he's so busy doing things, he wasn't totally 100% familiar with all the lines and everything, all the dialogue right away. So, but believe it or not, we jumped right in, and he looked at the script and everything, said, "Let's go." And we just, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, and I thought, and not only that, the actors were shot in different rooms or different places and everything. So when one actor is on camera, I mean, the other actors are not even around, and so we edited all this together, and it seemed like they were all in a classroom together, which was incredible. So I mean, Jeff Murphy is my editor, and he did an incredible job editing. When I saw this, I mean, I thought, this is incredible. I mean, it looks like they all are right there. So it was, the actors were so good. They were all so good. And I was just so happy that, and this is because of the casting. And that was Nicole and Trinice, I mean, did the casting. So it was just incredible experience for me as a director to work with people without being rehearsed and everything, and just can fall in line in place and do the job.
Wow. Yeah.
And I
Okay.
and I was and I would just add that I was very impressed because I have been on, had the pleasure and the honor of being on some big movie sets with Willie, um, just being invited to movie sets. And what I saw when I arrived that morning was that this was, even though this was put together quickly, and that we were moving fast, what I was impressed with how professional it was. It looked like a movie set, and having gone to movie sets with Willie and just being around, he knew what to bring. He brought Hollywood to the area.
People love the project, and it was just exciting to be a part of this, and just it was just so amazing that the stories that the students came up with, from the book and everything. It just, and how it flowed and how we put this together and how it worked, and I was so excited just to be part of the project, and also just to see that the end results, that all of the hard work that we put into the project and everything, that it paid off.
Dorez, is there a particular scene that really um was from a production standpoint, from the producer standpoint, that you thought was particularly riveting or poignant for you?
Yeah, one of the scenes is about war, about a soldier. And because my brother was a soldier in Vietnam, it was always, I'm always touched whenever I hear anything about a war, because to me, that's the ultimate sacrifice that a lot of people have made, to protect our country. And a lot of them, they get no respect when they get home. Nobody cares. Nobody realizes what they've gone through. So I liked that we were able to show a few scenes from the war so that you could see what this woman went through as a soldier. And so that was one of them. And then the other one that impacted me was the young man who gets stopped by the police. And because of what we've been through with scenes like that, seeing it on the news, I just really was devastated for him and for all the Black men, that I know that this has happened to. And I just sat there thinking to myself, when they were shooting that scene, the first thought that occurred to me is I wondered how the actor felt, because he is a Black man, a young Black man, and he did it so well. And I was like, Oh my God, I don't know if I could have done that scene without crying
Yeah.
or breaking down, at that point.
Basically, Lamont, who's based on a character for me, I guess is basically telling the students the importance of having everybody's voice be heard. And that's the only way we're going to get to the other side of this, is that everyone has a voice to express themselves and to talk about what they feel. And the only way that's going to be done if we respect each other. So it's important to allow him to have his say about what he felt and not be disrespectful. And that was one of the things that was important to me when the students were writing the narratives and discussing them in the class, that we could discuss it in an open forum, but we have to do it with respect, and it cannot be any hate. This is not an opportunity to spew hate. It got to come from a place of love and understanding. And that's the only way it's going to connect.
Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm okay. I just need to get home.
All right, well, take care of yourself.
Check out the full episode of OnStage on FAVunite TV. We think you'll love the short films, podcasts, and other amazing content on FAVunite TV. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to FAVunite TV. We're here for Black stories and Black storytelling, showcasing the culture 24/7, 365 on FAVunite TV.